All right, highly requested Ethel Cain crying during sex. Now, let me talk through some parts here on my tab. We have some walking up and walking downs to do, and they're going to be a couple on this first string here. It's going to be walking down, 3, 2, open, and then the other way back up, open, 2, 3. So whenever you see walk down on my tab, it's going to be, and then walk up, and then we have another one described as E walk up. So that's going to be walking up to E from this C note on the second string, first fret, to your D on the third fret, second string, and then finally your E on the fifth fret, second string. So again, E walk up is going to be. And then I have on the tab bag, B-A-G, because that's the notes could be hitting on the fifth string. So when you see this on the tab, when you see the word bag, it's B-A-G. Second fret on the fifth string, open fifth string, and then third fret on the sixth string there. So it's only going to be basically two chords back and forth of this C to this G. And I believe every time you go to that G, it's going to have that bag right before it, B-A-G. All right. So, yes, you probably mess around with the C major 7. You're going to be hearing that more often than not. But for simple things to look on the tab, make it look clean, I just put C. But really, it's going to be C major 7. Or if you want to do the full C, do it. Go ahead. Mostly, the sound you're going to be hearing is with this third fret down on the first string, but the two strings, the two lowest to the floor, combine that with your C chord shape. Could even play something like that throughout the whole song. But nonetheless, here's the intro. It's going to come off of that sound, basically, and then B, A, G, and then a walk down. So when you're walking, it's going to be kind of tough because if you're walking down, you're going to go immediately to that C. But maybe you want to space it out. So if we're coming from this G, are you able enough to remember your next note you have to hear is this, not this, on that C chord? Can you be good enough to make the shape and then hit that and still be strumming? Sure. Or you can have it spaced out a little bit. Now the second line in the intro is going to be on that C and then the B, A, G. And this is where you first hear the E walk up. So again, you really want to hear the walks, probably, but also play the chords at the same time. This is where you definitely have to pause and then just wait to get back into that C chord. And then again, you're going to have that bag to G. And this time it's going to be a regular walk up on the first string. So again, when you do this, maybe you can see my fingers do that to get that C chord shape. And then you're going to have another quiet walk up where you can remain on this C chord when she finally starts singing. We haven't started singing yet, but nonetheless, it's going to be pretty much that same concept over and over again. So when she starts singing, it's going to have that C, and then you walk down the G with the bag, and then I'll walk down to C, then another bag, and then the E walk up, wait for it, come back to that C, bum, bum, bum. Wonder why I feel so sick walking up. Oops. And then another one at here, another quiet walk up, I believe, or again, as you did in the intro, maybe stick on that C. So we had the same concepts. I'm not going to bore you with all the lyrics, but we had the same concepts again for these lyrics here that you should be seeing on the screen. That's going to be right before this little bridge part here. So this bridge part, when I'm tabbing out at least, is going to be all on the B string of 8, 7, then 1. So that's going to be 4 times, but you do it 3 times regularly, and then on that fourth line there, it's kind of an 8. Obviously, you want to space it out, but 8, 7, and then they really space it out until you hear that 1 again on the B string, that C note. It's going to go back into another verse, same concepts that we talked about. bag before the G, and then just make sure you take a look at the tab to see when you're walking up, when you're walking down, when you do the E walk up, and all that good stuff. I have some notes there. There is this one line here towards the end where I think they might be doing a quiet A, B, C walk, or you can just keep playing the C chord. It's on that line that should be on your screen there. So same concepts until, again, we get to the end here, which is going to have, when I'm tabbing out on the B string, 8, 7, but this time 5 twice. Again, spacing out the best that we can. I'm just doing this for video purposes. And then I had a hard time hearing what comes next. It could be maybe 2A, 7A, 5A, and then ending on 3A. I don't know. I tried my best at this, as I always do. But if anybody has better suggestions, let me know, because hopefully this will get you started and have some good time with this. Whatever you're doing with it, playing along with them. I think this tab will give you the best case scenario to do that. So, woo! Hopefully we did it. We had some fun doing it. I have to thank you guys all the time, because it's really allowing me to listen to all these artists, including Ethel Cain, and this song is really good. I really like some lines and some sounds that I'm hearing from it. So thank you again, and hopefully that helped out.